This 1977 graduate was determined to make a difference in the world, even though her parents thought going to college was a waste of time. She went on to do what she loved and made a huge impact on children and families in the Hinsdale, Illinois school district. According to Donna Manning, a counselor at Hinsdale Central, to a casual observer, it would appear that Pam might take on more than she can do. But over and over, Pam has proven she can do everything she embraces, and she does it with a smile. She makes everyone feel as though he or she is the most important person in the school. Working with her has been a joy. Kamala, one of her former students, wrote, her goal was to empower students to be leaders, think for themselves, show compassion for others, always leading by example. You've done so much for me over the years that I'm always beaming to pay it back. Pam taught art for 25 years before going to the dark side, as she puts it, and became an administrator. Pam went on to receive a master's degree from Northern Illinois University, but proudly shares, obviously the most important degree was from UWL. Please join me in congratulating Pam Kalafut, this year's Altman Teacher Education Award recipient.
Like a teacher, I have my yellow pads of paper here. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Alumni Association, Dr. and Mrs. Altman, Lisa, and Kelly, and everybody involved in this. I am so honored, and I feel so privileged to be here and to be talking. I love La Crosse, Wisconsin. And before I talk about that, I would like to introduce the most important people in my life, please. And if you would stand up and wave, people might want to say hi to you later. My husband of 36 years has a new hip, and he came. My wonderful sons, Steve, Kevin, and Mark. Stand up. Thank you. My beautiful daughter-in-law, Charlotte. My beloved brother and his wife, Pam, who still have fond memories of skiing down Mount La Crosse for their first time skiing. Please stand up. My Ambrose family, Ray, Nancy, Lindsay, Varsha and Jason, who are celebrating their one-year anniversary today and chose to be here instead of doing what newlyweds do. I have a gift for you for your anniversary on the table there. And then my beloved sorority sister, Kathy, fellow UWL grad and sorority sister with Alpha Psi Delta, and she's the one that nominated me. So, my special friends, the Bilesmas, Ken and Pam. Pam, my motto, if you please stand up, my motto when I was an administrator in those dark days was, what would Pam do? What would Jesus do? What would Pam do? That's what my motto was and continues to be on so many levels. Thank you. Finally, Mr. Richard Kohler. He was the housing director and hired me. His lovely wife, Sally, when I was first matriculated to UWL. And throughout my tenure, he kept an eye on me. He is a true example of everything that is great in this school. The motto of UWL is Latin, mens corpuscus. I hope I'm saying that right, which is Latin for mind and body. And this is the school's commitment to a high-quality education for the whole person. I witnessed this firsthand and became the person I am and the teacher that I always wanted to be because of the kind direction given and the strong challenges I experienced here in the 70s. Up the down staircase to Sir with Love, room 222, welcome back Cotter. School's out for the summer. All these things influenced me, believe it or not, how silly that sounds, but those were shows in the 70s that just put education out there, and I said, that's what I want to do, that's what I want to be. I'd like to ask a couple people, or first of all, everybody in the audience, would you please raise your hand if you had a good experience with a teacher? Awesome. Is that awesome? Jason, Did you have a positive experience with a teacher? Would you stand up and tell us?
So I had an interesting experience in high school where a number of us were able to take a biology class in middle school and got to the end of high school and our guidance counselor told us we were all deficient in biology. I said, well, no, we took it in the 8th grade. I said, well, that's middle school, that doesn't count here. So the options were take a AP biology class or take a regular biology class. And as second semester seniors, we all chose the regular class. But there was a teacher that we had, and we're going through the curriculum, and these were all kids that had been taking AP classes all the way through high school. So we got through the entire curriculum in probably about 3/4 of the semester. So we had about a month left, and we all thought, great, we're just going to have a free period pretty much for the rest of high school. We walked in the next day, there were place settings on all of our desks, and we spent the week learning about formal dining, which forks to use, or which knives to use. The next week she brought in something different, and it really kind of spoke to me, people like Pam, people that care so much about their students, that put in the extra effort, and there are times where they don't necessarily have to, they could get by with what's in front of them. But teachers that are truly impactful, people that really care about kids, those are the ones that stick with you. And that's people, again, like the women in front of you.
It's very special to me. Sian, did you have a teacher that was important to you? Can you stand up and tell us? Tell everybody? Wonderful. Thank you. Mr. Kohler, did you have a teacher that was important to you?
I'm going to deviate a little bit from the business with the teacher.
Hey, that's not fair.
Say that teachers, and I'm a teacher, touch lives. And I have touched her life, but today she has touched my life. I'm so proud to be a part of her life here today. Thank you, Pam. You are a very special person. I love you.
Love you back. Thank you, sir. Mr. Kohler and I started a painting program in the 70s. This isn't on my speech, but I just have to tell you quickly. That gentleman did so many things to bring this school alive and to have the college kids feel like they were a real part, a significant part of their schooling. And I know many of you are like that, but Mr. Kohler was to me. So this is what it's all about. I have treasured my time at UWL, and I've used the techniques that my professors have taught me to use. I've appreciated and respected and emulated those at UWL who wanted me to be the best teacher that I could. They really supported me and encouraged me. Well, it all started here, and I am so glad that Mr. Richard Kohler, back in 1971, said, "Hey, have you checked out the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse? It's an excellent teacher's college." Thank you very much. That's it.